Millie Goats. I am AK, and the other boys, J-Vi's on vacation. Edge, I think he might be asleep. Tex is getting the kids to bed, so it looks like you're stuck with my ugly face for right now. And we're going to talk some football, but holy cow, we're a little bit late tonight because we're sitting here trying to watch the end of this. But thought, hey, we'll do it at 9:30. Bears Rams, we'll be done. We'll be good to go. Absolutely not. It's absolute chaos, absolute pandemonium in Chicago right now. I mean, Caleb Williams running backwards like 25 yards. If you're the Rams, how in the world can you let that get behind you? Can you let that get behind you? Absolutely nuts. What a game. It is cold out there. There's no snow falling right now, but there was earlier. They are making this game look like it's not cold at all, just for the record. So this is episode 359. It's January 18th. 2026. Happy National Thesaurus Day. We're looking to see who's got the last spot in the NFC Championship. Bears get a stop right there. Rams got the ball first. I mean, I don't know what is in the water at Chicago, but team of destiny. I mean, another comeback from down 2 minutes or down with less than 2 minutes to go. So this is crazy, man. I mean, straight up, just absolute nonsense is going on right now. So you can see if you can't see me, you're listening to the podcast. We are, and B McCormick's here. You know, if we're here, B McCormick is here. Shout out to him all time. But yeah, let me hold on. I gotta fix some stuff. I forgot. There we go. I forgot to fix our colors and everything. I was all flustered. Just all kinds of nonsense going on right now. Good gosh, man. What a bunch of the Bills game started crazy. I thought we were going to get a second wind of a second round of playoff games were just going to be outrageous. Then my 49ers, you can see I'm wearing a 49ers hat, completely derailed. I take notes when I watch these games, people. And we're going to go down through each game, and we're going to talk about pretty much everything else. But I'm so distracted by this Bears game right now. I can't believe they came back. Like 4th and 4, you're the Rams. You've already stopped them once. What are you doing? What are you doing? You cannot let that guy. It's a controversial. Did he push? This and that. Uh-oh. So Bears are going to have a chance to go down and get a score and win this thing. Can the Rams defense hold? But we'll recap that one as it comes down. But I have some notes from that. Shout out Sean McVay wearing fingerless gloves out there to start the game. Also, shout out to the national anthem. They brought out the guy who sings the Blackhawks national anthem. If you don't watch hockey, guy was electric. It is so cold, man. We played one time. It was 0 degrees. We played in Montana. It was the last game I ever played. And let me tell you something. It is chilly once you get in the single digits. Whew, Jared Verse, a monster. But here's what we're going to do. Already been rambling for 4 minutes. We're just going to go back through every single game, and I'm going to go through my notes, and we're just going to talk about these games. I mean, CJ Stroud, what is Houston do with CJ Stroud? The 49ers, my team, ran into a buzzsaw. The Seahawks, McDonald, man, we'll get to it. And then the Buffalo Bills and the Broncos, I mean, talk about absolutely getting your season derailed immediately, right? Like I mean, Bo Nix couldn't even smile after the game. And then, of course, we have this game. So we're going to try to go down and go through all these. But let's give a shout out to our literal headline sponsor, Howdy Hats, at howdy.hats.inc. She makes all the hats for us. I'm not currently wearing one, but once football season ends, we'll be repping the back to the rope hats or the flat bill. I like the flat bill. The camo flat bill is awesome. So at howdy.hats.inc on Instagram, go follow her. And I just want to say, before we get into football, as we watch the Bears on this 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Oh, Caleb's moving. Is he going to get there? Ooh, big time collision. Whew. I don't know if they had him out short or not, but let's just say the boys are back. Hey, Cowboy fan on Twitch. Let's go. He's got his Ohio State right there for everybody to see. Brains of close friends may synchronize, which is why we often think about the same things at the same time. So if you think you and your boys are linked up, you and the girls are linked up, whoever it may be, science is starting to agree with you there, agree with us, because we all agree. J-Vi and I do this all the time. He screenshotted something we were going to debate. We're going to save it for next week. But man, I'm so, and I had screenshotted the same thing like 30 seconds earlier, and we were like, we're twins. And here's the reason why. Neuroscientists suggest that close friendships can shape the brain in subtle, measurable ways, including tendency for neural activity to align over time. Using brain imaging, they found that people with strong social bonds often show similar patterns of attention, emotional response, and interpretation when exposed to the same experience. This alignment appears to grow out of shared history, repeated interaction, emotional trust, rather than any single moment of connection. There you go. So we can think what each other is thinking. It's incredible. All right. I just wanted to shout out the boys because it's relevant, because when you're watching football, I just remember sending a message to the group last night. I was like, man, we're all sitting here talking football, and the group message is buzzing. And even right to this day, they're still buzzing. But I just remember saying, like, man, it is so much fun to talk football with the boys. You're just sitting there, everybody's watching the same game. It's the playoffs, everybody's kind of dialed in. It's phenomenal. Okay. I know. Sorry to Bills Mafia. Sorry to me. Sorry to Niners Nation. If you're a Bills fan, classic, J-Vi's not here. I think he's short. J-Vi's not here yet again after a Bills loss. We don't have our Bills fans, so he doesn't have to sit here and face the music like me every time the Niners lose a big game. I'm the one that has to face the music. I got to sit up here and get memes sent to me and my phone blowing up, and it's great, and I love it. You know why? I don't hide from it. The only time I've ever shied away from a loss in the playoffs was when the Niners lost to the Eagles and Brock Purdy, and actually Brock Purdy got hurt. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. Brock Purdy got hurt and blew his elbow out, and then the backup quarterback got hurt, and then we're back there playing with running backs, and everybody's like, wow, the 49ers built the ass. Ugh. And I'm like, look, you can talk trash if you beat them. Like the Seahawks, they can run their mouths. Everybody can run their mouths. What I won't tolerate is Cowboys fans coming up in here. Anybody who didn't make the playoffs. If you're the Seahawks and you want to talk trash about the Niners, go ahead. But if your team got beat by the Niners, you can't talk trash. And don't use the excuse, you're at home with us now. Well, guess what? We sent y'all packing, Eagles. So get out of here. So, anyways, I almost made a list of people that I would allow to talk trash this week. But it was a good year. It was a good year based off what happened for the 49ers. I appreciate that, Cowboys fan. I respect him too. BMO's here. He's got the Drake, Duck, ready to rock and roll. Let's see if the Rams can get off the field on third down here. But anyways, let's start with, why would it show Texans first? That's stupid. Why would it do that? Oh, I guess it was showing it from today. We're going to go back to Saturday. We'll start there. Bills. Oh my God. There's Caleb Williams, dude. Oh my Lord. He'll make a running back. Sorry for those of you're listening to the podcast. I'm watching the game, and I'm pretty sure Caleb Williams just threw his third interception. That might have been his third pick. He had one in the first quarter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his third pick. What are you doing, dude? He's back there. He's got all kinds of time. And I don't know what he was doing. Either DJ Moore ran a terrible route or there was miscommunication, but I don't know. That was awful. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I got the game on here. I'm doing instant reactions here. Okay, so here's what we get. We go Saturday, 4:30. Bills, Broncos. Broncos win in overtime. First overtime game. 33-30. All kinds of controversy in this game. There's, without a doubt, controversy up and down this. Josh Allen was your leading passer. 25 of 39, 283, and 3 touchdowns. James Cook had over 100 yards. Marvin Mims, the leading receiver. This game was it was so weird, quite honestly. It was just weird. And the way that it ended was weird. Bo Nix was 26, 46, 279, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 87 overall rating. Josh Allen's QBR was 48. Bo Nix was 64. Oddly enough, Bo Nix was the leading rusher on the Broncos. We thought that they would run the football. They did not. But this was, when you look at the team stats, you had pretty much third down, they were basically identical. The Bills ran 10 more plays than them. Yards per play was pretty equal. Passing yards, they were comparable. Rushing, the Bills outrushed them for 110 yards more. They ran for 183. The Broncos ran for 70, which is odd. Penalties, it was even until the very end with penalties. So, and the Bills had 5 turnovers, 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. This was just such a weird. So we go back to the first quarter. Great interception. I cannot believe that Caleb Williams just did that. We go to the first quarter of the Broncos Bills. Denver had a fumble that was erased because of an offsides in the red zone in the first drive, because Denver went 7.5 minutes, ended in a field goal. Now, remember, on that first drive, Bo Nix put a ball right in the breadbasket of little Jordan Humphrey, and he just it went right through his hands. I don't know what he was doing, but that was kind of a ball don't lie situation for the Bills. Then in the first quarter, the Bills get the ball. They go down. They have a 7.5 minute drive. James Cook absolutely ripping the Broncos defense to shreds in the first quarter. And then Mecole Hardman runs that same little play that he ran for the Super Bowl a couple years ago, scores a touchdown, Bills up 7-3 in the first quarter. Okay? Oh, gosh. Here comes the group message talking about. Bimo says, this is probably the most turnovers in a divisional round weekend ever. Dude, I mean, what the CJ Stroud almost set the record himself. Second quarter. Okay, so we're 7-3, right? And if, like, Josh Allen's crying after the game, Bo Nix is crying after the game. Is that an all-time record for quarterbacks who cried after the game? Both quarterbacks cried? I don't know. I mean, holy smokes. This is where the game changed. The Bills were absolutely gashing the Denver Broncos running the football until James Cook in the second quarter gets absolutely mollywopped by Singleton. Jacked him up. Ball pops out. We thought the Bills were about to go up 14-3. This thing was over. Broncos are going to have to play catch up. Then I think the next play, or the next time the Broncos scored, it was that touchdown to the offensive lineman Crum. So that was crazy. And he went flying and catapulting into the end zone. And then before the half, Denver had a half roll backside post to little Jordan Humphrey after Lewis for the Bills got hurt. People forget. This is another thing I was going to say. Coaches this week, you knew there was a bunch of good coaches in this divisional round. Tons of good coaches, because as soon as Lewis got hurt for the Bills in the second quarter, he went out for a play, I think. Savage came in, and they threw that little backside half roll to the right, backside post all the way back to the left, dime by Bo Nix. So, and that was on Savage, who was in coverage. And then the Bills are like, you know what? We're down. What were they down? Hold on. The Bills, they were down. Or it was 13-3 or 13-10 at that point. I'm pretty sure, or 17, maybe 17 to. Hold on. Let me see here. Yeah, we had the field goal touchdown, so it's 7-3. Then it's 10-10 because Matt Prater made a field goal. I forgot about that. Then that's 20 seconds left is when little Jordan Humphrey caught that half roll to the right, 29-yard pass back to the left from Nix. And then Josh Allen, the Bills get the ball back. And Josh Allen does I don't even know what he was doing. The Bills thought, hey, we've got a couple of seconds here. We got 22 seconds. Let's try to get in field position, get a field goal here. And Josh Allen is running and just zips the ball backwards, a backwards lateral. I don't know what he was doing. And then the Broncos get a field goal there, 50-yarder from Lutz. So it's 20-10, just like an epic disaster there for the Bills to end the half. Like it was, it was crazy. Like that's the worst possible way to end a half if you're a football team. So in the third quarter, we get another Allen fumble, right? Okay, that's when we said this was a season on the line drive for Josh Allen and I started doing this whole legacy drive, season on the line drive for Josh Allen because he, what happened at the end of the half was absolutely ridiculous. Like I don't know how many turnovers he had by the halftime, but it was crazy. I mean, the Bills had already had almost 2 or 3 turnovers by half. So he fumbles, and then we said it was a season on the line drive for Josh Allen. But he fumbled. I can't remember what happened with that fumble, but it was pretty ridiculous. And then the Broncos get a field goal. So the Buffalo defense holds because they went four plays for 2 yards. I think he got lit up. I'm pretty sure he got absolutely blasted from the backside, Josh Allen. And the Bills defense holds, so it's 10-23. And you're like, okay. Well, then we get Bills get the ball back. Throws an INT. Oh, there's Edge. Edge. What up, dog?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Well, I don't know. It's not through your mic. Sounds like. So, Nix throws an INT in the third quarter there after Keon Coleman gets a 10-yard pass, touchdown. So Keon Coleman finally makes a play after he dropped one earlier, which was a huge deal because that would have maybe got the Bills an extra play earlier. But Keon Coleman gets a touchdown pass, 23-17, in the third quarter there. But we had a big man INT, number 96, picked off Bo Nix. And then Josh Allen in the third quarter then throws another interception. So it was like Josh Allen kept shooting himself in the foot, dude. Like I don't know what he was doing. There's only so many times you can look. We can let Josh Allen slide by and be like, he's so talented, he's this, he's that, he's all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then oh, I lost Edge. Edge was here, he's not here anymore. But there's so many. It's by this point, Josh Allen's got 2 fumbles and an interception, right? And it's just like, hey, man, eventually, wow, I think they're about to kick for the win here. The Rams are. But Josh Allen's fun to watch. But at a certain point, it's like, are you good there?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can't. Is your mic on? It sounds like your mic's there, but it sounds like it's.
How about now?
No.
No?
I mean, I can hear you, but it doesn't sound like your mic's.
Jesus.
Echoing. Damn, Caleb Williams, Rams win. Dude. What a game.
I wasn't going to let you sit in here, get on the show by yourself without anyone jumping on. I don't know if they're in the comments or not. And not explain to yourself that all this shit talking all year long about how great Purdy was. Purdy's the greatest. Purdy's an elite quarterback. And then
this is a non-ball. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop you right there. This is a non-ball knowing take right now that you're about to come on.
No. This is 100%.
You're gonna try to come after Brock Purdy.
You come up here all year long and you said Niners are so great. Purdy's the elite quarterback, and then the score is 41-6. Like I fell asleep at halftime.
It's a non-ball. That's a non-ball knowing take. That's a non-ball knowing take.
That's all you got to say. That's a non-ball take. That's all you got to say.
Well, you didn't watch the game.
Yeah, I couldn't. I fell asleep because it was a snooze fest.
Well, yeah, because Kenneth Walker had 400 yards rushing. Was Brock Purdy supposed to set the edge on defense?
And all you could do
is he supposed to run down there
and touchdown? All you could do is score kick field goals.
Is Brock Purdy supposed to tackle the dude on the opening kickoff? I mean, what are we doing here?
Think about this. Sam Darnold is going to have a chance to play at the Super Bowl.
Sam Darnold didn't do shit. That's your non-ball
Brock
knowing
Purdy
take. I knew you were going there. Sam
Purdy
Darnold
is
didn't do a
sitting
damn
in
thing.
Cancun right now.
Sam Darnold didn't do a damn thing. Sam Darnold gets credit for having his name on the group project. He didn't.
He does, yeah, 100%. That's how you got through
They
school.
They could have put me or you back there.
Doesn't matter.
Sam Darnold had Jackson Smith and Jigba.
That defense made the Niners look like an absolute losers, and they didn't deserve to be there. They didn't deserve to be there.
Half their team was gone. I'm not disagreeing with you. The Seahawks whooped their ass. What do you want me to say?
Yep,
but it didn't have anything to do with.
I wasn't going to sit at home. I was going to watch the rest of the game, but I wasn't going to sit at home and watch nobody come up here and make you own it from all that shit talking and all that banter. Because you know as well as I do that if the Niners won, we would not hear the end of it. It would be parades around the AK house.
Of course it would. It'd just be like if Clemson won the national championship.
Absolutely. So I had to come over here just to talk shit to you to make sure that you own it and I could sleep better at night knowing that
I do own it.
I own every feet to the fire.
Look, J-Vi's not here. Tex wasn't here when the Cowboys lost. I'm the only one that shows up. I watched him lose a Super Bowl. I've watched him lose playoff games. I don't care. The show goes on.
It was
bad.
The show
goes on. It's a name on the front, not the back. I'm wearing my Niners hat, so everybody can. I'm wearing all my Niners stuff. Same thing I wear every Sunday. I'm not running from anything.
You already got the tickets to Cancun playing?
If somebody comes up here and says Sam Darnold, what again? Sam Darnold didn't do. Sam Darnold he didn't do jack.
Sam Darnold's going to be an elite quarterback.
Sam Darnold's not an elite quarterback. They literally said, we're going to hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker. Okay? We're going to hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker 73 times. Because the Niners can't stop outside zone. I lost your mic there. He says you're muted. You're still muted. See, look, he got so flustered.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Dude, I swear, man, this thing is ridiculous. How mad are you going to be that the Seahawks are going to potentially win a Super Bowl in a Niner stadium?
Dude, what do you want me to do about it? I would hope they would. I mean, the 49ers don't have anybody left. They're out there with the backup to George Kittle got hurt. He just hurt his hamstring running down the field.
Yeah. Apparently they got terrible strength trainers over there at Niners.
Apparently they do. Apparently they do. I don't want to live out there. Are you kidding me? Would you want to live out there?
Just do it remote. Yeah, video, Zoom call, everything.
Hey, enough about me right now. I didn't even get to that game yet. I'm over here talking about the Bills.
Sorry.
We're not going to rag on J-Vi? You want to come up here and rag on me? J-Vi didn't even show up.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, let's talk about J-Vi, okay? Because all game, I didn't text him. I didn't get in the group chat. I left everybody alone. And then, I knew that he wasn't in his usual place, sitting in the house, eating his wings and his sausage dip. And his wife picked him up and moved him to the beach for a family vacation with her family. So he's there with the in-laws, his brother-in-law, and his sister-in-law's boyfriend. And I was like, oh, no, this isn't going to be great. Like J-Vi, I probably need to check on him, but I don't want to text him right now. So at the end of the game, I texted his wife and I said, is J-Vi alive? She sends me a picture of him just cheesing, grinning, having a good old time.
He was in his feels, man.
I'm wondering if he's a true fan. Like, did he know the end was coming? And he said, hey, we don't have a chance in this. Let's just go on this vacation with your parents and all the in-laws, and go out there and have a couple cold beers to playing golf, and knew that the game was over before it started.
That was dude. That whole thing, the whole way the Bills game ended, they collapsed, they blew it. I mean, where do you stand on that? So in the fourth quarter, Kincaid had the touchdown, I think, to go ahead. The Bills scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. We had a hook and ladder with 30 seconds left. In the fourth quarter, in the end zone, there was a PI that was called on Brandon that wasn't called on Brandon Cooks that could have been called if they were going to call the one like they did in overtime.
For real, yeah. Like
And then Josh Allen had Dawson Knox with 10 seconds, wide open, and he overshot him. Just same thing like he did against the Chiefs a couple years ago. He underthrew, I can't remember what his name was, underthrew him like right at his feet. I think it wasn't Stephon Diggs. I don't remember, but Josh Allen he could have won that game by hitting Dawson Knox in stride there, and the game's over.
Well,
but instead he missed it.
There's a bunch in that game that coulda, woulda, shoulda. Like, if Josh Allen didn't fumble the ball, they wouldn't the Broncos wouldn't have been able to kick that field goal. They would have saved them 3 points down there before halftime. It's a bunch of coulda, shoulda, wouldas. But I think the refs got involved too late, too heavy. And I think Butch said something in text messages about that. But
he said it was consistent. He goes, I don't care if you call it, but just be consistent. That one on Cooks before the game before it went to overtime. Yeah. That was the same damn play they called on the
exactly. And I don't care what they say or how they try to spin it. He was down by contact when that strip interception or whatever
the interception from McMillan and Cooks.
Yeah, that he's down, dude. And they just had it tonight. When who was that? God dang it. My mind
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, he was down, so and they even said it on the television. It was like, oh, the Bills fans are mad right now because this is the exact scenario. And I was like, well, no shit. I'm not even a Bills fan, and I'm over there yelling about it,
Yeah, it was. It happened to Ricky Pearsall too in the Niners game. Like he had a sliding catch, and it kind of rolled in his hands. And I saw 2 or 3 catches there where the balls moved. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna call it, make it consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it consistent.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and honestly, I feel like at the end of the game is when the refs should take a step back, because it's at the end of the game. Like, you've already the first 4 quarters, you've already kind of established, hey, this is how we're gonna run the game, this is how we're gonna play the game. This is what I'm calling, this is what I'm not. The last 5 minutes, that's when you sit there and say, hey, we're gonna let them play now. This is the end, But
yeah, I mean,
instead they literally changed the season right there, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm never a fan. Usually everybody thinks, oh yeah, you're just a typical Clemson fan because you're bitching about ACC refs, but no, this is literally,
I saw it multiple times. Like, the only game I didn't see it in was the one that just finished. I mean, we saw it in you can call me a homer or whatever, but I'm sitting there. I saw it in the 49ers game. The game's still 17-6. And we're still like, okay, they're whooping our ass, but it's like, it's not over yet. And I think it was before the half, and the 49ers, they get a defensive holding.
Game wasn't over yet because it was only the first quarter when they had 17.
No, it was second
quarter.
It was second quarter. And so it's before the second quarter ends, and there's a defensive holding on like a third down. The 49ers they just kicked a field goal. The defense comes out flying, and then a defensive holding negates a third down stop. And I'm like, okay, they get the ball back there, get some more points before the half. Then it's a one possession game. But no, they throw a flag on a third down, and I'm not saying it just because of the Niners. And then later in the day, there was a pass interference called against Houston, and that led to a touchdown too. So it was like, when the refs step in on a third down that's crucial, generally that ends in a disastrous touchdown for the team that was penalized. And it just sucks.
What really sucks though is the players are held very accountable in the game, for flags and all that stuff too, but they also get fines after the game. There's no repercussions for these referees. They're like, yeah, sorry, shit happens. I'm like, what are we doing? What? How come they don't get dock pay? Like, hey man, you destroyed this call. You destroyed their season. You changed the outcome of the game. We're gonna dock you $50,000.
And the cornerback for the Bills at the end of the game was just letting the ref. He threw his helmet off and was just letting that ref have it. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Like, you let him play all the game, and then it was number 7. I think it was number 7, Teron Johnson, and it was a ticky-tack call against the Bills that set up that put him in field goal position. And then there was another one later that Bo Nix just heaved it up, and the third and long is just hey, and the Patriots tried it too. Third and long, just throw it up. Somebody will throw a flag. Like that's what it looks like.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, J-Vi's been saying it all year long, so I'll go ahead and say it for him, but that's the most bullshit call in football.
Yeah,
is when you get a PI and it's from the spot of the foul, first down. Like that's ridiculous.
it just
That needs to be more revisited than tush push. Trying to get to that call band.
it just sucks when it's on a third down. Like we're all watching this game collectively, and then boom, it's like unless you're a Broncos fan, like you've got to be kidding me. Like I don't want it to end on a flag like that. Let these dudes play it out.
Well, I don't think the Broncos want to end it like that either. Like they'd rather actually earn it.
Yeah.
When any fan base or any player say, I don't know if we won that game, but the refs gave it to us. I'd never raise my hand for that.
That was stupid.
I mean, has there been times where Clemson's actually got a flag in their favor, and I took advantage of it? Yeah, absolutely. That's great, but I'm not going to sit there and say we beat the shit out of them after that.
Well, I don't like when anybody, like whether it's my team or somebody else's team, watching the game and being like, man, I just spent 3 hours watching this game and that flag just decided the game. Like that flag just told me who won the game because it was over.
I got to go to beer.
Go ahead. Josh Allen had more turnovers yesterday than Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts has his entire career. What about CJ Stroud? So the Bills lose, and it's just, where do the Bills go from here? Is Sean McDermott going to get fired? I mean, how much can we stand up for Josh Allen? I mean, not me. I mean, Josh Allen. I mean, we got some stuff coming up here in a second. But Josh Allen, like, Mahomes wasn't out. And, of course, the Chiefs fans are going to make this about them. All the Chiefs fans will be like, see how boring the playoffs are without the Chiefs? No, nobody cares. Shut up. Don't make this about you. You're not in the playoffs.
Speaking of the Chiefs, did Romo actually call Josh Allen Mahomes one time during the game?
Did he? I don't know.
There's a clip going around social media where Josh Allen's under center and Tony Romo says Mahomes. And I don't know if it was AI or not, so that's what I had to ask.
How do you feel about him crying after the game?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, you put your heart and soul into it. I'm sure you cried your last game.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only one doing it. I mean, there was a couple of interviews in the locker room where like there was 2 or 3 guys out there, shedding a tear because I think they thought that they actually had a legitimate chance of going to the Super Bowl this year and being a contender, and for it to get ripped out underneath them like that, it's heartbreaking. And I think for Josh Allen exclusively, he's put the team on his back. He wants it. He's a competitor, even though his wife says that he's more than a football player. But I think, when you know that you made mistakes in that game and you own it and you're a true leader, and then, I don't know about, busting a tear on TV and all that. I think that's a lot weaker than what it's supposed to be. But I mean, you can tell he actually cares, and he's just not out there, going through the motions and putting the cape on his back like everybody says he is.
People are going to.
You think it's fake?
No, I think he's going to get roasted on Monday. Everybody's going to roast him and be like, oh, he couldn't do it without Lamar, without Mahomes in the playoffs, without Joe Burrow. Now he's not the one. And it's like, I wouldn't say it has nothing to do with those other 3 quarterbacks, because there's only one that's actually won anything. What it has to do is, like, I'm going to show you something here in a second. It's like, is he clutch or is he not clutch? You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe he only plays up to the potential of the team that he's playing around. Mm-hmm. So maybe he puts on the cape and is, the Superman, quote unquote, Josh Allen, when he knows that he's got to play an elite quarterback or, up to everybody else's standards to win, versus, let's be honest, he's playing Bo Nix. Like, dude, maybe he's thinking he could cakewalk it, and it came back and bit him in the ass.
And how about the Wild? Do you think they're going to fire McDermott?
No. No, dude. I don't think so.
How about the Wild? The game ends, and we get I got a text message from Jay Bones, and he's like, Bo Nix out for the year. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I totally missed that. But then I went back and I saw the replay. I think ESPN put it on Instagram or something, but like literally, I think it was for him to take the knee or at the last play of the game, or either the play before the last. He like kind of hops off and he's got his hands on his hip, and they show a camera angle of him on the sidelines, and he's kind of like bending over in pain. And I'm like, no way, that's where he broke his ankle, and apparently it was.
From what I saw, it was the play where they ran the quarterback sweep to the left.
Okay.
They said, I don't know if you remember that. They just snapped it to him and he just ran to the left.
Yeah, just so he could get set up the field goal, or
like we need the committee to step in here and be like, if the Broncos beat the Bills and they get Josh Allen for a game, like you get that option. Like we can't be having Jarrett Stidham in the conference championship game.
yeah.
Like, how sick are you if you're a Broncos fan? Because they're going to take on the Patriots, and
Patriots.
This whole season was the Patriots' destiny, anyways, because the schedule they played, the quarterback list that they played is absolutely outrageous. Now, nothing against the Patriots; they win all the games. You still got to go out there and win them, but they're going to get like, you got to be kidding me. Caleb Williams reminds me of Karl Anthony Towns. They could both be nail techs at the mall. Caleb Williams makes more plays. That play was great, but it was, this is why the NFL is rigged. They saw that game on Thursday night where the Rams were at the Seahawks, and they wanted that game again. Now we get Rams at Seahawks round 3. That's what they wanted.
Is it?
At this point, I'd rather the Rams win. I hate the Seahawks way more than I hate the Rams.
I'm sure you do, since they just manhandled y'all.
I hate the Seahawks. Hate them.
Seahawks got a hell of a defense.
They do. He's saying he sprained his ankle, but then actually broke when celebrating with his teammates in the locker room. That's why it's such a weird reveal. I don't know. He was pretty upset after the game. Like, you could tell that he wasn't really celebratory after the game. I'm staying woke on that. I think it definitely happened in the game. You could tell he was limping around. Even whenever he did his post-game interview on the field, it was kind of very weird. So it's like, is there some rule that we can implement where we don't have to watch the Broncos without their quarterback? We need to call Phillip Rivers. Can Aaron Rodgers get traded there real quick? We got to figure out something, dude.
Jameis Winston, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude. Jameis Winston would put butts in the seats for sure. So, but Nick Foles said, though, on a positive note, going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Nick Foles just said that about the Patriots. Joe Flacco, bring him home, dude. Good point, John. Bring Joe Flacco home. So, the Bills lose. What a weird year for them. I don't know.
What a weird year for football. I mean, we said it before. Yeah. I never thought I would be sitting here today and the Bears actually played in the playoff. I didn't think the Bills would win. I knew the Niners shouldn't even been there, but
the Niners shouldn't have been there. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
And the Patriots, I mean, last year they were 4-13 or something like that, and this year they're 12-4 before the playoffs. I mean, what? Talk about flipping the script here. What's going on in football? I mean, even in college, it was a weird year, but this is the pros. It's just like even worse right now.
Well, the CEO of Stats made a great point, right? You need a quarterback that has a team friendly deal, right? The Patriots, quarterback on a rookie deal. Broncos, quarterback on a rookie deal. Rams have Stafford, and then the Seahawks have Darnold, who took like $20 million. So, like,
dude, how big of an idiots does the Panthers feel right now? I mean, you got Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. They had in their organization, they kicked out of the door, and now Darnold's going to, to the other round. I don't know if you got this in your slideshow or not, but Sam Darnold is about to be the only quarterback in the 2018. Okay.
I got you. I put it in. I told you send me stuff. I put it in there.
Okay. Well, that was kind of a joke. I didn't know if you actually were going to do it or not.
BMO said, I don't want anyone trying to defend Josh Allen saying he doesn't have weapons. He chose a massive chunk of the Bills' cap. If he wants help, he should have pulled a Tom Brady. Dude, that's exactly like
Maybe he will. Maybe he will later, though. I mean,
maybe he will.
When did Tom Brady start taking cuts in the salary, dude? I mean, he's been there since he was 40. You know, like maybe the next contract he'll sit there and say, "Hey, go get some more weapons. I'm good. I'm getting paid right now."
But I mean, all those players that they're like, "Oh, Josh Allen, so and so is not in the playoffs anymore." It's like Lamar Jackson's got his big contract that's hitting, and he needs a new contract. Pat Mahomes, his contract's about to start hitting. Joe Burrow, his contract's about to start hitting. So in the AFC, you've got all these teams with young quarterbacks on rookie deals who have outrageous defenses. Look at the Texans.
Let's be real. Let's be real. If you want to say that, you got to say that about Mahomes, because
that's what I said.
He's got. I know, but I'm just talking about BMO. Like, if BMO is going to say that about Josh Allen, you would have to say that about Mahomes, because he took what, $500 million. I mean, he's set for the rest of his life. He can sit there and say, just cut my contract in half and go get some other people, so that we can win. Because I mean, the Chiefs are about to lose a lot of their players, including all the Swifties, since I'm sure, the Swifties boy is about to retire.
Like, I'm pretty sure the Bills, the Rams, and the 49ers are actually the anomaly to this, because the 49ers dumped all their salary this last season. They got rid of all their players. And the fact they made the playoffs and won a playoff game, I'm like, that's pretty damn cool. And the Bills the same way. Like, you can't, like you said, you can't sit up there, or BMO said, like, I can't sit there and be like, the Bills have to go get a number one wide receiver. It's like, no, they have to draft a number one wide receiver. No, they can't pay anybody to come up there. They don't have any money. So I don't know. But clearly the new way is right here in front of us. I mean, and the Patriots and the Texas defense, I mean, they almost won that damn game without a quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the 49ers. 41-6. 41-6. Buddy. Anything else on Bills Broncos? I think we're good there. Weird Bo Nix stuff. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, no, we're good. It sucks for Josh Allen and the team. I was expecting him to go further, but
hey, first play of the game, kickoff. 49ers special teams, right on cue. I thought it was fixed. Nope. Kick it short to Shaheed. Out the gate.
Look,
and I'm just like,
right then, I looked at my wife and I was like, this might get dirty quick. Right then. And then I think 2 plays later, the defense has stood y'all up and made y'all look like idiots. And I was like, this is going to be a snooze fest. This is going to be a disaster. And Wifey's sitting on the couch and I'm sitting on the recliner. And I kind of leaned back to see what was going on in the group message. And then I kind of looked up again, and it was just getting manhandled. In the first quarter, it was 17-0, I think, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, this is going to get ugly. I can't wait to talk shit to AK.
Here's what happened, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, break it down. I'll shut up.
Here's what happened. I sent you the picture, right? I set up this whole outdoor viewing space.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked good too, by the way. I was proud of it.
River over here.
Yeah.
Campfire I built.
Little outdoor rope lights. Yeah.
Projector screen, rope lights, s'mores. And I had a cigar that I was waiting out. And I spent, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour chopping wood, setting everything up so I could sit out there and smoke a cigar and watch the game.
Now, wait. Before you go any further, did the kids come out there and watch the game with you too?
They were out there. Oh yeah, they were. Everybody's like, let's watch a movie. And I was like, no, I didn't. We didn't set all this up to watch a movie. Are you kidding me?
Playoffs. The kids lasted maybe the first quarter, or
like, we got the fire going. This is football. I moved the football room outside, and I'm telling you right now, dude, when they returned that kickoff for a touchdown, I looked at my father-in-law and I was like, this is not good. This is not good. And so I sat out there with him, and I was like, I'm not going to waste a cigar on this game. Like, once I saw they couldn't move the football, I was like, I'm not wasting a cigar right now. So I set that whole thing up to sit down and watch the 49ers play football. And then I had to go out there and clean it up all sad because
it's starting to rain.
I went back inside. Yeah, I went back inside. I was like, dude, I am not wasting a cigar, nothing on this effort that I just like. They're not getting anything from me. Like, I almost went and shaved my beard at halftime because I was trying to get the mo going. I was just like, this sucks. Like, I understand we're completely depleted. Like, we have nobody. We're out there with freaking linebackers 6 and 7.
Oh,
6,
the
7.
memes going around about the Niners is hysterical. I mean,
Dude, yes.
pulling them out
They're
of nursing home, showing up in, wheelchairs and
Somebody sent me
crutches and
one that said
everything.
they drafted an orthopedic surgeon with their first round pick this year. I was just like, it's, and the Seahawks get to dance and do whatever they want. Like, it was funny. It was good. So, but what I kept telling myself, like, this sucks in the moment, but it is funny. Like, because that's what sports are. You got to run your mouth, but you also got to be able to get up here and take it, dude. Got to be able to take it. So, but the first quarter, the kickoff return, and then, okay, we get the ball back. We're driving. 4th and 1 in the first quarter, and all of a sudden, we complete a pass to Juwan Jennings, and he runs out of bounds, and they blow the whistle. And they're like, wait, timeout. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Timeout halfway through the freaking play? You got to be shitting on a stick, pal, that you can blow the damn whistle in the middle of a play.
Yeah.
I lost it. I was just like, are you, like, what are we doing here? I knew we were screwed from that point. I was like, the kickoff return and then that. And then here we go. We're driving again, okay? We're not dead yet, right? Okay, so we get hosed on the 4th and 1. It looks like McDonald got it in before that, but still, that place is rocking too, by the way. But okay, we're good. We're not dead yet. What is it? 7 to hold on, let me get to it. I can't remember. I'm trying to keep up with it. Okay, so it's 7-0 still. All right, we're not dead. What does Tonjes do? Fumbles the football in the first quarter. Great. Kent, that's great. That's exactly what we needed. We needed a fumble. Complete idiot. Like, you got one job. Hold on to the football, dude. So it was 7-0 until 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Then it was 10-0. Okay. And I think after the fumble from Tonjes, that's when the Seahawks scored their second touchdown. And it was 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. I'm like, oh my gosh. Then the 49ers go down and they get a field goal. But that first opening, Pearsall in the second quarter had an incomplete pass. It was controversial because it was, again, one of those ones that catch and roll over. The ball kind of moves. And all of a sudden, hey, that's an incomplete pass. But I watched 3 catches today where the ball was moving. It's not an incomplete pass. So love seeing that. Stupid. And that's how the 49ers, they were driving. That was a big third down that could have happened. No, they have to kick a field goal. And then this is, I think, before the half, the JSN touchdown. Second quarter, that's what I was talking about, that big third down, big stop. Niners get some points on the board. We're going to get the ball back. Boom. No, defensive holding. Seattle goes down the field, scores a touchdown. And then Tonjes drops I was so mad at that defensive holding because the very next play, Shaheed takes a big play, reverse, like 40 yards down the field. And then Tonjes drops a Hail Mary. And then the third quarter comes. We're after halftime. Let's get the boys back in. CMC's out. Tonjes is out. We lost more players. 4th down sack on the first possession where Leonard Williams just pancakes Purdy. And then he throws a pick in the third quarter because Luke Farrell, who we signed this offseason, decides to run a shimmy shake and quits on the route.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. I had so many notes written down. But at this point, so it's 17-6, 17-6 in the second quarter. That's where I was getting so damn mad because I'm like, if that defensive holding didn't happen, it was 4th down, we get the ball back, we could at least get a field goal before half. Then it's a 1-possession game. But no, the stupid holding, then the giant play to Shaheed, and then Kenneth Walker gets a touchdown. And it's 24-6 at half, and it's like, and then we get stuffed on the first drive coming out of halftime because we have to go for it. We didn't even punt this game. Did you know that? Actually, we didn't even get to the red zone. 49ers didn't even get to the red zone.
Yeah, I know.
0 for 3 on 4th down, no red zone trips. The bigger problem here is not the 49ers were injured as hell. It was the 49ers scored 9 points the last 2 times they played the Seahawks. Their issue is they have no playmakers on the outside. That's their problem. It's not the quarterback. Purdy had all day to throw. The offensive line was holding up pretty well. The 49ers receivers couldn't get any separation. Just couldn't do it.
I just like sitting back and letting you bathe in your tub of filth and disgust that the Niners blew it. I just like sitting back and watching you implode on it.
Well, dude, I was so upset. What I am upset about is that McDonald and McVay, like this, are you kidding me with these three coaches in this division? McVay, McDonald, and Shanahan? Like, what are we doing? So it just, like, Shanahan has put up 9 points against McDonald's defense. Like, they don't even have to blitz. They just rush 4, and they run 6 DBs back there all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. They're insane. Bandits here. He says, let's talk about the Buccaneers. What do you want to talk about the Buccaneers? Hey, next year's their year. Buck Nasty says the Niners are ass. You know what? They are. They were the other night. I'll give you that. I'm not gonna sit up here and defend that. I'm objective, dude. I'm honest and objective. Sick of it. Sick of it.
Sick of it.
So, anyways, the thing I hate the most is that Sam Darnold gets all the credit for this. And Sam Darnold did nothing. He threw for 124. He threw for 124 yards. 124 yards.
That's all he needed to throw for.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to do anything. I have to sit up here on this show and listen to you tell me how much of a system quarterback Brock Purdy is. Yet when Sam Darnold does less, he's not a system quarterback. Give me a break.
He saw that the Niners were complete garbage, and he's like, I'm going to save my shoulder. I'm going to save this. We're just going to run the ball. We're going to play an elite defense, and we're just going to watch the Niners implode on themselves because they have nobody. You were basically a JV team going to play a college team. That's what it was.
They had 3 turnovers and no trips to the red zone, the 49ers. That'll get your ass whooped.
Great performance.
That'll get you.
I want to know when is the last time there's been that big of a point spread in the playoffs, because that was bad.
I think I have it. I think I actually have it. One of the slides coming up. And also, Renardo Green got benched for a play, and that's the play in the second quarter they scored on Jackson Smith and Jigba because they put in Luter, and Luter got absolutely torched by JSN. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that was a theme that I noticed. Like, it happened in the Bills and Broncos game. Savage came in for Lewis. They torched him like right out of the gate. And then Luter came in and they torched him. It's like, you're playing these coaches, Kubiak, and Kenneth Walker. And
that's just pro football, though. When you see somebody go out and you got somebody else coming in, like, okay, we're attacking that guy. I mean,
snap your fingers, and you're torched.
When the center went out, I think it was for the Bills game when the center went out, or was it the Bills game? Yeah, Bills Broncos. The Broncos center went down. Guess what they did? It brought 3 guys in the A gap. Like, they made him eat. They made him eat his breakfast, and that's just what you do. Oh, you got somebody else coming in, and guess where we're going? Right there.
Yep.
And Tom Brady used to do the same thing too. He would, corner went out or somebody else comes in. Guess where he's going to throw the ball?
Yeah, I mean it was when I saw the touchdown and I saw Tonjes was on him. I was like, Luter. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Bills got screwed. I mean, did the Bills get screwed or did the Broncos win?
No,
it's hard for me to say the Bills got screwed when Josh Allen had the ball and he threw an interception. Like, he threw an interception. He turned the ball over 5 times or whatever it was. Like, you can't do that. Also, Purdy was the Niners' leading rusher, by the way. So,
how many yards did he have?
37.
That's disgusting.
Well, everybody's like, oh, it goes around CMC. I'm like, Brock Purdy was the entire offense the other night. He was it. That was it. Like, CMC was a non-factor. He was not a factor. The Seahawks know how to completely erase him. So,
hey, when did Brock Purdy get married?
Not this past year, the year before.
When did Josh Allen get married? This year, right?
Yeah, I think it was earlier this year.
So the jinx is still alive.
Still alive. J-Bot can say whatever he wants to. Still alive. Didn't win a Super Bowl. Bills got screwed. That call was dumb. The last one was not an interception. Read the rule back before you argue with me. No, I don't think. I don't think
we already said that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we agree with you.
Agree with.
We agree with you. I'm just saying, Josh Allen did turn the ball over like 3 or 4 times. That's all I'm like. Just don't fumble before halftime. Like, you right? Like, I agree. I agree with you. They did get screwed. That was a stupid call, and it was
a whole segment about how the Bills and the refs game, or how the refs in the Bills game basically changed the outcome of it. So yeah, we're agreeing with you that they did get screwed. But what's even worse though is Josh Allen running, with the ball in his hand like it's, a small ball. Next thing you know is, oh crap, somebody came back and stripped it
backwards 50 yards. It looked like a Madden glitch.
And
you're like, he's running along, and all of a sudden there goes the ball. Shoo!
Like, it should be known as soon as you say, okay, I'm gonna run it, that thing's tucked high and tight,
Yeah. I mean, he's about to have a baby. You can't be having ball security like that. Come on now, buddy. But yes, he does have zero ball protection. You're exactly right. He wasn't wearing protection either because he's having a baby. That's probably what his brain was on. Oh no, Hawk fan for life's here. Damn it. It's a gutter for the Bears fans. They're gonna be a problem for the next few years, though.
I don't know Williams about that. I can't buy into that. It's so hard for me to swallow that the Bears are going to actually be good.
Caleb Williams was 23 of 42, 54%, 3 picks. Shout out to CEO Stats. You sent that to me. You can't turn the ball. I mean, look at CJ. The Niners, 3 turnovers, got their ass whooped. The Bills turned the ball over, 4 or 5 times? Lost. The Texans turned the ball over 4 or 5 times, lost. The Bears turned the ball over 4. You cannot turn the ball over when you're playing good teams. They will murder you. So Caleb Williams all of a sudden developed a throwing the interceptions. So
what did Mrs. CEO Stats have to say about the Bills game?
She's very upset.
Oh.
Everybody's like, feel bad for Bills fans. I'm like, no. You get to run around and say Josh Allen's the best football player, and then he doesn't come through. And you gotta own up to it. He didn't come through. He missed knocks. There were multiple plays to be made there. He didn't do it. I mean, I have to sit here and hear about it. Anyways, 49ers lose.
Yep.
Season's over. Football's dead.
Enjoy Cancun.
Hey, Cancun on 3, babe.
Cancun on 3.
All right, look at it. Just say the gross ass hat you're wearing. Enjoy Cancun. Hey, man, dude, I got that defense. If they can run the football like that all playoffs long, they're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem. That was a matchup that the Niners just couldn't do anything about. The Seahawks ran it outside, and they ran it outside all freaking day. So, Sports Jazz fan says, wanted to play the Bears over the Rams. Excited to hopefully beat LA, but it'll be difficult, no doubt. I'm telling you, man, they wanted Rams, Seahawks round 3. That division is nuts. I don't know. You don't see. Oh, there you go. He goes, I'm a Ravens fan, so I can't talk about other teams being bad. Man, Lamar runs that team now. He said thoughts on the practice field. Because, man, it's hard to argue against it, quite honestly. I don't know. I work in the healthcare industry, so, like, if you overstimulate something to electromagnetic fields, it does have a tendency to change the composition of the tissue, but I don't know. It's a very good hypothesis. It's a very good argument. So something's going on. I mean, we got dudes popping Achilles left and right. It's unbelievable. I got to get off the screen over here because it just keeps playing the highlights of the Seahawks scoring touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. He said it is. Some Niner fans say it's total BS, but I don't know. It's hard to say that it doesn't mean nothing. I don't think it's 100% true, but it can't be untrue. So GG Play says, I will say seeing Harbaugh leave was sad, but he kind of look, man, at a certain point, it's over. Like it just doesn't work. He was there for 20 years. So See what they can do. They had talent. Everybody voted in the most talented roster before the season started. So we'll do a preview of the NFC and AFC championships next week. But all right, next game, Texans Patriots, 28-16. Buddy, CJ Stroud, dude, holy moly, man! Do you feel bad for CJ Stroud? Like the Texans lost this game. I don't know that the Patriots won it. That defense for the Texans was just the Texans defense should have played offense. They should have just kept him out there in the whole game. I mean, holy smokes, dude. There you go. Look, Hawk fan for life, 88. McDonald's a good coach, dude. That guy's a good coach, and he has got Shanahan's number. He doesn't have McVay's number, but he has Shanahan's number. But Patriots 28, Texans 16. This sucks because the Patriots shouldn't be this good this fast with a really good quarterback. Do you agree?
I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen. That's why I said earlier, like it was a complete turnaround from last year, and you got a first-year quarterback who's like 23 years old, just dominating right now. That's
stupid.
It just doesn't make sense in your head, but I don't know, man. I wonder if CJ Stroud had this. It's almost like he had this chip on his shoulder where like, he thought he had to perform and he tried to do too much. But we said it all year though. He camps out back there. Like he holds the ball for an eternity when he doesn't have to, and then he does it to himself. Like you're telling me there's nobody in that quarterback room when they're watching film saying, dude, what are you holding the ball for? Like, are you waiting for a U-Haul moving truck to come up there and catch the ball or what? Like it's insane that, I think he's got great potential. I think he's a hell of a leader and he could dominate if he wanted to, but he's just got to be quicker. Yeah.
I mean, but it's just, you can't turn the ball over 10 times in 2 playoff games. And Ryan Clark got up there at halftime and was like, this is what CJ Stroud's, you can't do this. He's got 30 minutes to prove the rest of it. Dude, he had 5 turnovers last game. He has 4 already this game. It's over. Like he's got the yips. You know what I mean?
He's born in the yips. I could tell you that.
Dude, they were in this game. Somehow they were still in this game.
Yeah.
Hawk fan says we got the Golden Goose and McDonald, but still coaches out there. Niners DC is Saleh's gonna be a good coach, but they knew McDonald was the guy when he was the defensive coordinator for Baltimore when the Niners had like 4 turnovers like 2 or 3 Christmases ago when they were playing the Ravens on like Christmas, and it was like the MVP game between Purdy and Lamar. McDonald was the defensive coordinator for that game, and the Hawks were like, that's our guy. But yeah, so this game, dude, they both go 3 and out to start. New England had a 4th down touchdown on the second drive. It was a beautiful throw in the first quarter. Drake May throws right into the blitz to Douglas, and he takes that little slant route straight up the seam. Boom, touchdown. The play of the game, though, in the first quarter was whenever Danielle Hunter strip sacked Drake May, but they couldn't get on the ball. They did not recover the football, and I think they were able to punt it away after that. And after they punted it away, Stroud threw a pick.
Yeah.
And then right after Stroud threw that pick after they strip sack, made him punt, he throws the pick, and then the Texans caused another fumble after he threw that pick. It's like the Texas defense is giving the CJ Stroud in the offense the ball like 4 times in the first quarter. It was ridiculous.
Perfect meme that you sent out though. It's like,
I think I got it in here. I'll show it in a second.
Oh man, that was perfect.
Hawks fan, I don't know if it's Purdy. It's Shanahan. Purdy was the only person out there making any type of plays on that game last night. I'll tell you, if like I
Is
have no problem
Shanahan the guy from Waterboy? You know, like when the two coaches
rubbing his nipples.
No.
Oh.
The two coaches are like playing each other, and the coach is on the Waterboy side is like has to like envision the coach across the field as like a little
Oh, yeah.
baby head in order to do something.
Yes. Yes.
I got your book, boy.
Well, I mean, McDonald knows, like, take away the middle, take away the seam, take away the middle of the field, like they know. But so the second quarter, Kirk has a touchdown. So we're like, all right, CJ Stroud, he threw a nice out route, boom. And then in the second quarter, what's he do? They get the ball, they have the lead. It's 10-7. CJ Stroud's backpedaling, tight end gets tripped up, and then he just throws the ball straight up in the air.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I think it was tipped, wasn't it?
It was a pick. No, not that one. That was the one where
Oh.
CJ Stroud was running backwards and he threw it, and his arm, I think his arm got stopped, and it just went straight up in the air, and it was a pick six.
Yeah.
So, and then Diggs had a nice catch before halftime. That was awesome. Nothing really happened. I didn't really pay attention to the third quarter of anything that happened to note, but it was 21-16 going into the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was 21-16 going into the fourth quarter, and that's kind of when Keyshawn Boutte put the game away. Like, somehow the Texans were still in this thing. He made a one-handed. Oh, that was a pass interference where Drake May tried to throw a back shoulder fade. But and then they called the pass interference on Stingley. So what happens the next play? One-handed touchdown to Keyshawn Boutte right after the PI. Like, and then the Patriots just ran the ball, and it was 28-16. And the Texans punted with 4 minutes to go, down 12. What a bunch of idiots!
Yeah.
What are you doing, D'Amico Ryans? And I get it was like 4th and 15 or whatever, but anyways. So, anything else on Patriots Texans?
No.
What do you do with CJ Stroud?
Benching.
Would you have benched in this game? I mean,
Yeah.
what is there, 8 billion people on the planet, and everybody in the world said bench CJ Stroud this second half, except for 3 people. And that was CJ Stroud, his mom, and like his brother. Like,
I don't know if I would have benched him for the second half, but fourth quarter he would have sat for sure.
what a weather game too, though, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's got to be miserable. I mean, the first quarter it's cold and rainy, and so you're already getting wet, and then it's like snows, so you're either getting more wet and it's getting colder. Dude, that's just miserable to play in.
Mm-hmm. Awful. He said,
I would rather play in a warm, rainy game any day of the week than a wet, snowy game.
Dude, wet. The worst game we ever played in was at Richmond, and it was like 35 degrees, and it was like freezing rain.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst. My feet were. They had natural. Shout out natural grass. My feet were soaked.
Wait, I heard something new tonight, and I'm kind of upset that I didn't think about this, but I don't know if it works or not. Apparently, the Rams tonight, some of the players had cayenne pepper in their cleats in order to keep your.
I heard
feet and
Matt
toes warm.
Stafford had a scuba suit on.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that. I mean,
You think they just release that stuff and be like, "Hey, watch this"?
but I mean, dude, think about it. Cayenne pepper. Like, I got OC sprayed.
What if you have
before.
athlete's foot? What if you have cuts on your feet?
Yeah, I got OC sprayed before. That is not a fun feeling. I don't think you can play football having caps.
How's cayenne pepper going to keep your feet?
I guess the capsation. I don't know.
I don't know.
It suck through your skin, get all spicy.
Oh, he said Brady used to wear. Oh, Ryan should have benched him and put Mills in. I bet they would have won. Dude. But that's the thing. If they would have won, it's over. Your franchise quarterback is gone.
Yeah.
Brady used to wear a scuba suit. It's probably made it from avocados, though. Yeah, the broadcast said both those facts. Okay. All right. But yeah, this game, I mean, it was entertaining. Wait, what? She had a jar. Wait, the lady on the sideline pulled a jar out and even had. Wait a minute. She had a jar of cayenne pepper?
Yeah. Like showing them, like, hey, just like you get from the grocery store, cayenne pepper.
Dude, I remember, like, you've heard the story that we told you 100 times. J-Bot and I rubbed each other down with Vaseline in Montana.
Yeah, but Vaseline works, though.
I know.
but cayenne pepper. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got OC sprayed before. I don't see that as being beneficial to keep you warm. You might as well go out there and take a shot of whiskey, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
just put whiskey in your
think about how
tacos.
inflamed your feet are. I don't care if they just put it in their cleats and they're still wearing their socks. Like, your skin's still going to absorb that.
I just don't understand how what is. I would love to. I might have to do some research right here.
Hey, it's about to get cold this
Cayenne.
week. It's about to get cold this week. You can try it.
In your socks when it's cold. All right, we're gonna put people kind of because it's an active compound. Capsaicin acts as a vasodilator, increasing blood flow, circulation to the feet, which creates a warming sensation, helps keep toes toasty. Huh. So it makes it dilates your blood vessels.
Yeah, I mean, that's any spicy food. I mean, think about that's why you sweat and you know your eyes sweat. Anytime you eat spicy foods, it's open up your blood vessels and rushing blood to wherever you're at. But that is, I still don't trust it putting it in my cleats. So
Well, wouldn't you just eat it?
I guess you could eat it. Yeah,
Wouldn't you just eat it okay, so you eat it.
Take a shot of it.
Yeah, take a
I guess
shot
they're
of it.
thinking if you put it on your toes, though, it's going to open your blood vessels in your
Like, be more
toes and
local
keep
there?
the toes nice and warm. Yeah, a local anesthetic.
You know what sucks though
Instead of
is that. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail us. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, man, I really don't want to listen to sports talk radio this week. Like when your
I'm
team's
sure
in
you
the
don't as a
playoffs.
Niners fan.
Yeah, when your team's in the playoffs, there's nothing better, especially when it's deep, because there's nothing else to talk about except for your team. So all the coverage is about your team. And then whenever your team loses, it's like, I don't want to listen to anything about the team that just beat us. This sucks. Sports are stupid.
Yeah. You're already thinking about hockey and Olympics and everything
Well, they
else right
suck
now.
too. So I'm gonna have to. I mean, it's USA for me. Golf. I don't even. It's over. Well,
Sorry, you
yes,
bastards.
I got one more basketball game with my little basketball team. We're about to be 6-0, pal. We're an absolute buzzsaw. Anything on Patriots Texans? So we got
No, what else you got?
Rams Seahawks, Patriots Broncos. There we go. If you're a Bears fan, are you happy or sad about what happened?
You have to be happy. I mean, come on. You talk about somebody that shouldn't even be here.
Dude, for real.
That's still hard for me to swallow, dude. Like, Bears, you better be happy with this.
And they were competitive.
Great national anthem at the beginning of the game. Old Blackhawks guy out there singing.
Dude, yes. He was
love it.
The pipes, and shout out Sean McVay with the fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
I love a good fingerless gloves. Caleb Williams, 23 of 42, 257, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You can't do that. In these conditions, when it's this cold, you just can't put the ball in harm's way. And he misses. I would be like, you see the plays that he makes where he's backpedaling 40 yards and throws it up and the guy catches it and he does it, and everybody's going to be like, only 3 people can make that throw. And it's like, yeah, well, there's 500 million of us that can throw the football right to the Rams DB. Like, so, true. Thought the Bears had the best situation in football last year, weapons galore. I mean, Caleb Williams walked into the best, it's so quick how everybody forgets that this team was ready to go when he got there. And now he's getting all the credit for them winning, which I think is BS. When in reality, if he just not turned the ball over today, they probably would have won. So, but Rams did it. God, dude, what a terror. Sorry, Hawk fan. Why couldn't it be like the Falcons and the Saints in the NFC Championship game? Why's it got to be the Rams and the Seahawks, dude?
Is Matt Stafford going to win MVP now since they're in the playoffs?
I don't know. Who cares? Football's dead, dude. It doesn't matter. Freaking Rams and Seahawks in the NFC Championships. Lose. Like I said, I really don't it doesn't bother me because I'm just sitting here thinking the Niners should have never been in the playoffs to begin with. How many people went down? There's no way. So, anyways. All right, here we go. Let's run through some stuff. This was a hilarious picture. So Brandon Cooks doesn't have possession on his ball, and somebody found the picture last year in the AFC title game where Xavier Worthy had possession of that ball. Bills fans went in on it, dude. Bills fans went in on it. So Brandon Cooks didn't have possession against the Broncos. And in the same picture, is that Poyer? I don't know who that is. Wrestling the ball away from, or trying to wrestle it away from Xavier Worthy. So, Bo Nix and Josh Allen passing charts. We're just going to run through a bunch of stuff I screenshotted on Twitter because I love looking at info from the games. Deep passing of 20-plus air yards in this game. Bo Nix was 3 of 4 for 84 yards and touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen was 0 for 9, 2 interceptions on air yards, on 20-plus air yards. So, since the start of the 2024 season, including the postseason, no quarterback has thrown for more deep touchdown passes of 20-plus air yards than Bo Nix. He has 19.
Whoa.
He leads the league in deep touchdown passes.
He lets it sail, huh?
So we got to give credit to the Broncos here a little bit. You know, it was all about the Bills, but through his third quarter interception, Josh Allen passing by air yards today against Denver, under 20 yards, 14 of 15, 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then he threw 3 interceptions on passes greater than 20 yards. How about this? Josh Allen is now 0-3 in overtime games in the playoffs. This ties Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning for the most OT losses without a win by a starting quarterback in NFL postseason history. Is there a trend?
Don't take him to overtime, huh?
Josh Allen can't play. He's Mr. 4 quarters.
He's only 4 quarters.
When you got to get his 4s up, but he can't get his 5s up.
He can't get the O's up.
He can't get his he can't
OT.
He can't do it, dude.
What if he had a Superman cape with OT on the back?
He's got to do something to change his OT. Like you can't be the guy who can't win in overtime.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I should have texted Cox before I got on this podcast, but I was literally trying to figure out how to make me a jersey, like a Seahawks jersey, to get on the podcast like Cox did for Kilgore's retirement.
Oh, like
video.
one of those ones that lays over.
Yeah. I literally was trying to. I was like, how do I do this? And I was like, I'm just kidding them.
He's 0-7 in overtime games.
That's bad. I didn't know that.
That's bad. That's not a good stat.
Yeah.
So he also delists his $8.5 million California mansion. It had been listed for a while. What does this mean?
That's a terrible place to try to sell a house to, though. Let's be real.
Yes.
You got a mansion tax, a real estate tax, all that crap going on.
But what does this mean?
You think he's going back to Cali?
Is he going to go play?
No.
Is he going to play for the Rams whenever Matt Stafford retires? If he wins the Super Bowl this year?
Come on.
Josh Allen to the Rams?
No.
Oh.
Is his contract over this year?
No.
Yeah, so he's good.
He's got to have another kid, this time a legitimate one, to get over the funk. Maybe he's got to do something. Like, what can you do to snap your overtime funk? What do you do for your overtime funk? How do you? He's got to put. I don't know. I'm not sure what to brainstorm. Okay, this is a run of tweets from the 49ers game. Brock Purdy's season ends on a play with Jordan James, Luke Farrell, Demarcus Robinson, and Sky Moore on the football field. Like, come on, dude. That's who we're rolling out there. That's who they're rolling out there. Unbelievable. The Seahawks, this is what your answer to your question. 35-point win over the 49ers ties the largest intra-divisional postseason win of the Super Bowl era. The 68 Raiders also beat the Chiefs by 35 points. So there you go. Brock Purdy ran 413 yards on 33 dropbacks per the Fox broadcast. Running for his life back there, dude. Tom Brady said it was almost like Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. He played against him.
Dig.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady, just a little salt there. Patrick Mahomes was listening to that.
Yeah.
Probably not at that point though, because the game was way out of hand. Shanahan has coached 163 games for the 49ers. His team has only been held under 7 points 4 times. 2 of the 4 have come in January 2026 against the Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker ran for 116 yards, recording a 63.2% success rate, second highest in a game in his career. Charbonnet got hurt, and they kept going outside. They were like, the 49ers can't stop outside run at all. And they just counter and off tackle all night. Here you go. This is from Edge. He found this on Instagram, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And he says, Sam Darnold is about to be the first quarterback in the 2018 draft to get to a Super Bowl. That includes Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold.
Dude, think about that. That is insane.
He's
insane.
Not a good quarterback, so he doesn't command a lot of money. All the other guys command money because they're good.
And look,
he's like, yeah, I'll come play quarterback for your team.
All that money is doing nothing but buying a mansions out in California and Dos Equis in Cancun.
If I were every quarterback, I'm like, dude, pay me 20 to 30 million and let's go win a bunch of damn football games.
I'd want 52 million, but yeah.
Of course you would. And you'd be right there with Lamar firing your coach. So 49ers fans realizing the Seahawks are 2 games away from lifting the Lombardi in their home stadium. And the Stephen A. Smith me. Well, it's not only that, it's the Rams now, too.
Yeah. God.
And then 49ers have a longer Super Bowl drought than the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit up here and take slander from the Cowboys fans. They've been irrelevant, and they haven't beaten the Niners in the playoffs in years. We're not going to listen to Cowboys slander up here. CJ Stroud so far in the postseason. 5 fumbles, 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns.
They look good, Bo. They look good.
Ohio State, quarterback you, baby.
They look good.
What happened to this guy, man?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, does he feel confident anymore, or is he just questionable? He's questioning himself. He's having a battle within.
Him and Josh Allen, you know what? Trade CJ Stroud to the Bills and let Josh Allen go to the Oh my gosh, what a trade that would be.
No.
What's D'Amico Ryan?
You know what CJ Stroud needs to do? He needs to cut his hair.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. This is the one I did.
Yes, this is great, dude. This is great.
I forgot about that.
Dude,
yeah, it's just a verbal. So people who can't hear the meme, it's Samuel L. Jackson in a wife beater with mutton chops, just staring at the camera with his eyes all beady and huge. And above it says the Texans defense looking at CJ Stroud coming back to the side. Dude, I wonder what that locker room was like afterward. Like, I wonder if he apologized to his teammates. The Patriots defense was a story of the first half. 4 takeaways and a defensive touchdown. Forced 22 plays of 0 or negative yards, most for any team in the playoff first half this century. They blitzed on 52% of the dropbacks, their season high and their highest in the last 20 postseasons. They allowed 0 yards per rush before first contact. Dude. The Texans hit at or behind the line of scrimmage 8 of 12 rushes. If you're the offensive line for the Texans, I don't know, you gotta cover your man's mortgage for a year or something, or rent. Because that's bad. That's bad.
You gotta give back the Christmas gifts.
Yeah. You need to go buy a Christmas gift for your running backs and your quarterback. Drake May completed 16 of 27 passes for 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception in the Patriots divisional round win over the Texans. Especially effective against man coverage, completing 8 of 12, 106 yards, and all 3 touchdowns. Don't run man coverage against Drake May. He threw that first touchdown. He threw was right in it. They blitzed Petrie hot off the right side, if you're the quarterback, the right side, and he threw that slant right where he blitzed from, and there was nobody there in the middle of the field.
Yep.
I was like, I love seeing that. For all the Patriots scheduled people out there, the 28 points New England scored tonight is the third highest point total a team has put up against the Texans, only behind the Colts, who scored 30. The Jags scored 29. No more excuse to discredit this team. I'm gonna push back on you there, James, because CJ Stroud threw a pick six, buddy. Okay, hold your horses. CJ Stroud was giving the Patriots short fields all night. That is not a Texans defense problem. Don't come up in here and forget that CJ Stroud threw a pick six. How about this stat, Edge? Every AFC championship since the 2011 season has featured either the New England Patriots or the Kansas City Chiefs. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's like rough. What's the meme where everybody's like, finally the Chiefs, their dynasty's over. And then like pull the curtain back. Scooby-Doo meme, and it's like, damn it, man. They pull the mask off, and it's Fred looking at Fred or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. 15 years, man. Could somebody else CJ Stroud, did you not know what was at stake? The Falcons are going to hire Stefanski. I don't even know how I feel about that. I don't even know what to say anymore. We're not even going to. And then the Titans are probably going to hire Saleh.
It blows my mind, though, that these NFL teams take coaches from garbage teams and just rinse and repeat them like, oh, well, he's got what we need to get fixed. And like, why don't you just bring some new blood in? Why can't it just be like,
yeah, you've seen what this guy's done for like 8 years.
We all know where the greatest offensive line coach in the history of college football is at right now. And I guarantee you he'll be the greatest offensive coordinator for any pro team that'll call him. And then eventually be the greatest head coach for any team that'll call him. Like, why can't we get somebody new in here instead of just keep taking these garbage coaches with the same garbage concept that isn't working and think that it's going to work for your system and then turn around and fire them 2 to 3 years later and saying, we need something else. Well, no shit. What did you expect?
Well, they just did this with Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris was a head coach. He was terrible. They said, you know what? We'll give Raheem Morris another shot. He was terrible. Kevin Stefanski's been winning like 3 or 4 games for the past 3 years. You know what? If we just change his colors and put a different logo on his hat, he'll be great.
Don't understand it.
Why?
I just don't understand why they think there's some barrier of like, well, he's an NFL coach. Well, that doesn't care. I don't care. Like, just because he's an NFL coach doesn't mean he can coach for all 32 teams. You know,
I used to think he was a genius until he kept winning 3 games a year. Like at a certain point, you are what you are. Oh, but yeah, he's expected to be named the Titans head coach, Robert Saleh. Why do you want to go to the Titans? I don't know. That's hilarious because that'd be in the same division as Liam Cohen. Maybe that's why.
Taxes. That's the only reason he wanted to go.
Oh, that's a good point.
He's fed up with California, wants to go to Tennessee and get tax-free stuff.
And he wants to play Liam Cohen twice a year.
There you go.
Because they almost fought in the regular season. All right, let's move to the College Football National Championship real quick. Some notes. That's funny. It's funny. Hold on, let me hit some. We haven't hit a single music thing yet. Let's break this up a minute as we're ending the show. Shh. Okay, College Football National Championship tomorrow night. We got this nice little quote from Carson Beck. Somebody asked him in the presser. He says, "Did you have class yesterday?" And Carson Beck said, "I graduated 2 years ago. No class."
Dude, somebody get this guy a PR rep on the fly. Like, dude, what is he doing? What you just got paid a chunk of money to go to Miami. Just act like you're in class. Say you took PE. Just say you did something. Like now these
He
guys are
literally
out
is
here.
not going. What is he doing?
He don't do shit but play football and hit up chicks on on text messages. You know,
Snapchat?
like Snapchat.
Golly.
College
That's
football.
the stuff that, they get up there and talk about the university. Like, what do you mean you don't even go to class. You don't even have class.
I wish somebody would ask him what he majored in. He's like, what?
Like, how do you
Football?
how can you suck that bad if you have all that free time? You don't even have to attempt to go to class.
Yeah, that's the biggest question right there. You don't do shit, but go play football and you're still that bad. Oh wow.
All right. Let me so this was on this. I made this last week. Miami, Indiana. Indiana was favored by 8.5 last week. I'm gonna look and see if it's changed any. The over-under was 47.5. Edge, what's your synopsis of this?
I don't know, dude. This is one of the toughest games to pick, I think, all season long. Because my heart is saying go for Indy. It's gonna be great. You know, they're pretty much an all-around best team, but then Miami's defense, since I've been talking shit about them all year long,
You should get a ring.
this keeps coming back and punching me in the mouth, and so of course they're the only ACC team. I like to see an ACC team win national championship, even though they want to leave the ACC. So I don't know. I'm torn on it. I think Indiana's going to win this. But then I keep going back. I'm like, man, that defense from Miami, though, they're mean. And I don't know. It's a coin flip for me. What do you think?
I don't think if Indiana gets out ahead, it's over.
How far ahead though? Like, because I think they can come back if they're down 2 point or 2 touchdowns. 14
no, I think
points.
if it gets to 10 or 14, they're going to be in trouble because then you can't lean on Fletcher. You can't do a little pop pass to Tony. Like you're going to
Yeah, but if they're down,
Dick.
if Miami's down 14 though, you still can sit there and say there's going to be a pick 6 on the defense, so they're still just down 7.
Yeah, it's just so hard. Indiana doesn't beat themselves. I mean, watch them play like 2 playoff games, and they have not made. I don't know if they made a mistake.
I know.
I don't even know if they have a penalty on them. So, I just don't trust Carson Beck if this thing gets.
No one trusts Carson Beck.
Yeah, I mean, if they have to rely on him to score points in a hurry, then or try to keep up in a shootout. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, if Cam Ward was sitting at quarterback right now for you, I would be like, oh, no doubt, it's going to be Miami. But
that's a good point.
It
has come down though. It was 8.5. Now it's 7.5. The spread. So people are kind of Miami is getting some pull here. So
I don't know. It's going to be a good one.
Over under hasn't changed at all.
Sucks that it's Monday though. Golly, it's so.
Well, yeah. Well, at least I think it's starting at 7:30. At least you start at like 8 or 9.
Like, can we just think about the people that actually work in America? I mean, I know AK he doesn't go into work till 11 o'clock anyway, but most people have to go in at like 5:30 or 6 in the morning. It's gonna be a rough one.
But you got some people like, oh, we're not gonna watch. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's one of the last football games of the year. You better watch it.
Of course, you're gonna watch it. What are you gonna do? Watch Wheel of
Prod
Fortune instead?
He says, "Go Miami, BTA on Indiana. Come on, man. I just hope it's a great game. Okay,
this is insane.
Quick dose of college football. There are 10,576 players that entered the portal. 6,846 players still active and looking. There aren't 6,846 open scholarships, much less roster spots in Division I. One of the coaches on the portal. Like these kids are going to be done. Like they're not going to play again.
Well, I don't know. So this is my question though. This is just D1, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this guys that are transferring from D2 schools trying to get into D1?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I feel like that's what a lot of the portal trash is supposed to be, is like D2 and 3 players trying to get to D1 school, so they're going to enter the portal that way. And I'm not really sure, how the portal works or if they're allowed to do that or whatnot. But I mean, there's 6,000, there's 10,000 players, first of all, in the portal. What the F is going on? I mean, that is insane. That's a busy interstate of crap right there is what that is. And
there's not enough scholarships. And dude, the whole NIL and transfer portal was supposed to be like, hey, you can sell your jerseys, hey, you can build a social media following. Like NIL was not supposed to be like, we're going to cut you. We're going to get a bunch of oil people in here with money and cut you a $5 million check. Like,
but you don't even need scholarships anymore. That's what
no.
I mean, I hate to say it, Clemson's the same way. They, if you have 150-man roster or whatever it is, and, they got maybe 60, 70, 80 scholarships, they know that those NIL guys are going to pick up the rest of that tab. They're not dumb. I mean, they started a whole new division of IPTAY now exclusively for people to donate NIL so that they can pay these players, and they don't care if they get scholarship or not. Like, oh, you want me to pay it is a scholarship. Let's be real. NIL is a scholarship, and you could be.
Apparently they don't even have to go to class.
You could be,
so they don't have to pay for school. I mean, hell, Carson Beck's
out there just partying it to you, Not
he's on the way out. He doesn't give two rips. He already got his money. He doesn't care. He's just exposing everybody else. What a bad teammate.
Yeah, no joke. They talk about losing.
The FBI's going to come busting in there like in the Christmas vacation, kicking through the windows.
You got NCAA knocking on the used door right now. What are you doing?
What kind of teammate are you, Carson Beck, throwing your dudes under the bus?
Graduated 2 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. What
yeah, 6,800. Like, where are they going to go? And somebody said, I saw somewhere else, they're like, you realize that once you've left, your spot's probably already been filled. And now that once they aren't getting any recruit, they want to go back to where they were.
Yeah, that don't happen. It should be. It used to be like, I think if you were like going to the Olympics or something like that, maybe it was pro. I can't remember. But once you declared yourself to be an Olympic athlete or a pro athlete, you couldn't go back to college. So it must have been pro. And that's pretty much what this is going to turn into now. I also feel like, too, that the NIL has destroyed, I mean, we said this a million times, destroyed college football, but think about like all these kids that are in JUCO, like, are they in the portal now too? And that's part of that 6,800 trying to go to D1 school. Like, hey, look at me. I'm, a JUCO kid that is trying to go to Alabama or Auburn. Like, that's taking up a lot of leeway and a lot of head trash too. But man, it's getting so bad. I think Tech said this a while back. Like, if you're a high school junior or senior right now, the only way that you possibly can probably get into college football right now is to go JUCO and then sit there and put some film out so that you can hit the transfer portal, because there's not many people going out recruiting anymore. And I would love to get Maru on the show one day and talk about the NIL, because are they going to visit high schools and still doing it the old school way and trying to recruit legitimate talent, or are they just watching film on everybody else on who's in the portal?
Or I don't know if you've seen the Nevada coach. He's like, yeah, we'll gladly be the farm team for, I think it was USC or something. He's like, we'll take all the high school recruits and we'll just, hey, you send them back. He's like, we'll be like a correctional institute. When you got somebody that you can't get straight, we'll coach them up for you. Like, we know how to coach down here. We know how to develop players. Yeah. So he's like taking a shot at USC or whoever it was, but also saying, we can coach these kids up. Come play for us. Yeah. We'll make you to where you can get to where you want to go. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, find an angle, man. Like,
yeah.
But
I mean, you remember that what was that show, The U or something like that, a while back on Netflix that had that winningest coach in JCO history, or like he took basically everybody that had issues and was just dominating them and was like, 10 national championships or whatever.
Yeah. Last Chance U.
Last Chance U. That's what it was. Yeah. I mean, like, he did the same thing. He's like, I'll build you. You're going to go, but you're going to listen to my system and develop, the way you're supposed to.
Yep. I
don't know. It's going to be weird, man, but there's going to be a lot of changes coming up, or it's going to get even worse.
Well, I mean, there's got to be some sort of rule. Like, I mean, those you know what the issue is? Is all those kids, they've just ruined their careers. And there's nobody that's going to be there to guide them back to where they need to go.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like if I'm an agent or if I'm somebody who's talking to one of these kids and be like, I want you to look at this number. Not only is it hard to get recruited in a scholarship out of high school at a D1 school.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Then you enter the transfer portal and you've got, 70% of people who have entered haven't even signed yet.
Yeah.
Like 7 out of 10 kids aren't going to sign from the transfer portal, it looks like. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, who's going to have those hard conversations? We know that you think you're good. You think you're good, but these are the numbers, and like you think you're going to be, you're going to be a pro football player is what you think one day, but those numbers are even more far fetched, and it is a dream. Like
they're chasing the short term reward of I get to make a big post, it gets to be about me. Then I think somebody's going to come looking for me and send me a DM and, get all this dopamine high. When in reality, it's like, why don't you stay and learn how to play and develop and be a teammate and build something? But that doesn't give you the short-term reward. Like, people don't understand the human physiology and the anatomy of what happens when you constantly feed short-term reward. You don't look to the future.
I couldn't imagine playing for 4 schools in 4 years, though, man.
It seems exhausting.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean,
to the logistics of it. They have to enroll and transfer your credits, or I guess they don't freaking go to school anymore, so it doesn't matter.
They don't care about school, dude.
Damn, I'm over here like, man, you imagine like going to your advisor and be like, I got to get all my credits to transfers, and they used to not even transfer. Like you couldn't even transfer, so you wouldn't even be eligible because some of your credits wouldn't transfer.
That's right.
And you'd be a sophomore, but your eligibility would be a junior. It's all this nonsense.
I just on top of just like the academic side and the moving part and logistics part of all that, but think about the relationships you build in the locker room. Like you don't even, you just kind of go there and you're just to yourself. You're listening to your headphones instead of like going out, hanging out with the boys and doing locker room stuff because your mind is already next. Where am I going next? I've already put film out. I'm about to hit the portal. I'm about to get paid somewhere else. And you don't build those relationships to where, 10, 15 years from now, you're sitting on a podcast with one of your buddies from school, what are they going to do next? It's going to be exhausting 4 years. And then afterwards, it's going to be a long life where they're going to have like, wow, I kind of screwed that up.
Well, they're trying to TikTok our football. They want to swipe left and swipe right on schools.
Yeah.
That's what this is. That's what they're doing. You're not building any connections. You're looking for somebody to tell you how sweet and pretty you are.
What pride would you have in a school though? Like say you went to 4 schools and you're in your late 20s, early 30s, and one of those teams are going to be doing, great, going off to the playoffs or something. Would you say, oh yeah, I went to Clemson and played, my sophomore year, or, oh, I went to Duke and played my junior year? Like, would you have any like allegiance, I guess, to
where do you go on homecoming? It's like homecoming weekend. Where are you going?
You got to rotate every 4 years,
like
for homecoming game.
It's like your in-laws' Christmas.
Yeah,
like, oh, we went there last year. We can't go back.
I don't know. It's crazy though, man. There's one guy that been at 6 different schools. I'm like, it's time for you to hang it up there, bud.
Yeah, it's stupid. And then the College Football Playoff Committee, they won't reach an agreement on expansion after meeting of the power leagues on Sunday. So it's going to stay at 12. The Big Ten wants 24. The SEC wants 16. So they're having a pissing contest. And just leave it at 12, dude.
Well, I think there's one more meeting, right?
Yeah, but it's
no agreement yet.
Is anybody surprised by this?
No.
That they can't come to an agreement? Of course not.
No.
Right? The SEC's got, they've got, massive ladywood in their pants because they're the ones playing in the damn championship every year. And so they're big body in the SEC.
They got no room to talk this year, though.
They got no, Indiana.
The SEC.
Yeah, the SEC. I mean, the SEC couldn't even get officials to ref the game, so they can't even get any foot in the door at the national championships. Big 12 refs.
Yeah.
But the SEC's, they still think they're living. Hey, let's enter the meme. Let's get you back to bed, Grandma. They think it's still 2005 again. Whenever they had the only TV contract with ABC and the BCS, like, come on, it's not that way anymore. Just leave it at 12, man. Just stop changing everything all the time. Just stop it. The playoff this year is awesome. What you need to fix is not have 73 days between semifinal games and the Natty.
I agree with that. Yes.
So, picks of the week still not done. Bills,
Dude,
Broncos.
You
My
still
apologies.
didn't fix it. You didn't fix it.
I know you're supposed to be Rams.
Okay.
I don't know that. Did Stafford? Hold on. Did Stafford? Did he? What was his rushing yards?
Oh, I don't know if you got one or not.
Hold on, I'm going to the box score. Matt Stafford had 1 carry for -1 yards. There you go.
Oh,
you got him, dude. Okay, so that's 1. ButchP gave you 49ers plus 7.5. What an idiot.
Hey, I said it too. I said, give me Niners money line at the beginning. And then once I saw Butch come through the text, I was like, oh, thank God.
Saboteurs. Luther Burden had 24 yards receiving. DYLON, you idiot. He actually had the 3rd lowest receiving yards. Wow. For the Bears. Way to go, dude. And then the Rams won. So right now we are 1, 2, 2 and 3. So it depends on Tex if we can get back to 500 for one more round.
Oh, Tex went Miami. Wow.
He went Miami over Indiana. He went Miami and Indiana over 47.5. And I'm like, really? The 2 best defenses in the country, and you think this is going to be a shootout? And he said, "Yep."
Look, go back to the last slide real quick. Look, we got some beef to hash out here. Okay. We've already talked shit about your upset advisory, so how you're terrible at picking that. And I think you were pretty bad at the rest of the college football games and stuff. But dude, that 9-10 record right there
is that 9-11.
Okay, dude, come on. You got to step it up, man. You can't be the host of the show and have the worst selection out of everybody.
Hey, my bowl picks were hot though.
That was the only thing that was hot though. You went 0-5 or something.
I'm a postseason player. Sorry, I believed in the Bills. I'm sorry. I thought Josh Allen was the greatest player on the planet. Said he's throwing picks all over the place.
Yeah, apparently Butch thought the Niners were the greatest team too, like you said before, but
All right, I had some other stuff, but we'll talk about it Wednesday. I'm tired.
All right. Same.
Hey, football's dead. It's over. I don't give a rip about the rest of these games. It's going to be stupid. Freaking Seahawks or Rams. I mean, it's what the NFL wanted. They wanted the Seahawks and the Rams. They wanted the Patriots back in there. They wanted the Broncos until they realized that they were, they had
this is what happens. The Niners lose, and all of a sudden, they're just following the script. The NFL's rigged.
They are. I knew early on when they started the Matt Stafford MVP campaign, I was like, oh shit, we're up against it this time.
Dude, give him the MVP so he can retire. He'll be fine.
They wanted Rams. Seahawks round 3 after that Thursday night game. They would have taken Bears 49ers too, because that game was awesome too. So once the Niners lost, the fix was in. The Rams were going to make it because they didn't want to see Seahawks, Bears. So, anyways, it's episode 350-something 9. It sound like Buzz. Hey, enough of this show of emotion. 359. Go Niners. Until next year. Damn it. Sucks.
Go Tigers.
They said the camo hat is fire. Have a good week, everyone.